Hi guys, today I want to talk about something different than configuring servers or networks. The subject of today's video is gaming on Linux. I want to talk about what's possible and what's still a problem. And this isn't a tutorial, it's just a look at my setup. In the background you can watch my CS2, Hearthstone and Minecraft gameplays. These are all running on my machine right now. And they run well, smooth frames, no major hiccups. These are not unknown titles, these are mainstream games that millions of people play. Now, here is the twist. I'm not running Pop! OS, I'm not Bazzite or Nobara user. I'm on Slackware, the classic old school distro, which is not recommended to a beginner by the way. And I'm not using Lutris, Battles, Gamescope or Mango HUD. I'm not even using a fancy launcher. I'm basically running this through Wine or as an installed package configured the old-fashioned way. I don't have any launching options and things like that. At this point in my life, I treat gaming as a way to unwind and have some fun. It's casual for me. It's about enjoying a few rounds of CS2 or playing some Hearthstone Battlegrounds just to chill after work. But it wasn't always like this. There was a time when I took gaming a bit more seriously. Back then, my daily driver was Windows and I didn't have Linux installed on my private PC. And that's saying something, because I've been using Linux for work for many years, but on my private PC I was still running Windows. So why am I showing you this on Slackware? Because if these games run well on a distro this hardcore with manual Wine setup, imagine how well they will run on a modern distro built for gaming. If you are on something like Garuda, CachyOS or even Ubuntu with the right drivers, you are going to have an even easier time. The tools exist to make gaming great on Linux and the foundation is already solid. But I have to be honest with you, here is the simple reality about Linux gaming and anti-cheats. Proton powers the majority of games on Linux and for casual play you will hardly notice a difference. But for competitive titles with heavy anti-cheat systems, the situation is different. Riot Vanguard is a kernel-level anti-cheat that isn't ported to Linux because it's tightly tied to Windows security features and because the business case doesn't justify the cost. Faceit CS2 uses a Windows-only anti-cheat launcher for a similar reason to Riot, small percentage of players and high deployment costs. The situation looks different with Fortnite, which uses Easy Anti-Cheat, but Epic has not released official Linux support for Fortnite yet. Epic says that they does not support Fortnite on Linux, it's the case of cheating on the platform. So if your main game is one of these, that's your answer. So if you are planning to play a lot, especially games that require specific anti-cheats like Faceit CS2, League of Legends or Fortnite, I honestly don't know if switching to Linux or even setting up a dual boot makes sense for you right now. You can game on Linux in many titles, but for true esports parity with top tier anti-cheats, Windows remains the more practical platform today. For me, running these games on Slackware proves that Linux gaming is mature. The tech is there, performance is there, and for casual fun it's absolutely perfect. But the final hurdle isn't the OS or the compatibility layer, it's the developers of competitive games choosing not to support us. If that ever changes, Linux could truly be a contender for everyone. If you are a casual gamer like me now, give it a shot. If you are a competitive player, maybe stick with what works for you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.